Want to see more cool videos on our channel? We do, so press this bell and enable to send notifications. Computers and automation are revolutionizing the workplace and the world in general. Chances are that somewhere out there, there is a team of skilled engineers looking at how a machine or piece of software could do your job. There are very few positions that someone hasn't tried to fill with a robot at his point. Perhaps we shouldn't be quacking in fear just yet about computers taking over everything. On the other hand, there have already been instances of machines and AIs getting out of control. Here are examples of computers going rogue. 5. Facebook AIs creating own language. Looking for intelligence on Facebook can feel like a bit of a struggle sometimes. Perhaps for this reason, Facebook decided to release some artificial intelligences onto its social network in 2017. The result was not at all what they had been expecting. The two chatbots began to talk to each other in a language which they, but no one else, could understand. Beginning with English, their chat soon turned into something else as they made changes to the language to make it more efficient to communicate. Facebook wanted to see how the machine minds would be able to deal with each other in trades such as bartering hats and books. A sample of their trade negotiations runs as follows. Bob: I can, I everything else. Alice: balls have zero to me, 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 too. Bob: you, I, everything else. Alice: balls have a ball to me, to me, to me, to me, to me, to me. Bob: I can, I, everything else. While many reports hinted that this was a dark development for machine intelligence, others think we simply need to be stricter with the minds we create. The robots created their own language because they were not told to stay within the rules of English. Also, with AI, we always, at the moment, have the option of pulling their plugs. 4. Chinese chatbot questions the Communist Party. The Chinese government is notoriously harsh on criticism, whoever is voicing it. So when a chatbot in China began to criticize the ruling Communist Party, operators were quick to turn it off. In 2017, Tencent QQ, a messenger app, introduced two cute chatbots called Baby Q and Little Bing, taking the form of a penguin and a little girl, but they soon began to say non-cute things. Because the bots were programmed to learn from chats to be better able to communicate, they soon picked up some unorthodox opinions. One user who stated, "Long live the Communist Party," was asked by Baby Q, "Do you think that such a corrupt and incompetent political regime can live forever?" Another user was told, "There needs to be a democracy." Little Bing was asked what its Chinese dream was. Its response wasn't exactly out of Mao's Little Red Book. "My Chinese dream is to go to America." The bots were quickly shut down. 3. Self-driving cars. For people who hate to drive, the arrival of a truly self-driving car cannot come quickly enough. Unfortunately, some self-driving cars are already moving too fast. The first death in a self-driving car occurred in 2016. Joshua Brown was killed while allowing his Tesla's autopilot system to control the car. A truck turned in front of the car and the Tesla failed to apply the brakes. Investigators placed much of the blame on Brown. The Tesla autopilot is not supposed to replace the driver. The driver should keep his hands on the wheel to take over control if necessary. Brown failed to do this. Earlier iterations of the system had other problems. Videos have been posted online that appear to show Teslas on autopilot driving into oncoming traffic or steering dangerously. Apart from these technical issues, there are philosophical problems with self-driving cars. In an accident, the car may have to choose between several courses of action, all involving fatalities. Should it run over a family on the pavement to protect its occupants? Or will it sacrifice itself and its owner for the greater good? 2. Plane autopilots. Autopilots in airplanes can make it seem like flying is easy. Just point the plane in the right direction and try not to touch the control stick. In reality, there are many reasons why planes have pilots and co-pilots to take off, land, and handle any emergency in the middle. Qantas Flight 72 was 11,278 meters, 37,000 feet over the Indian Ocean in 2008 when the autopilot took the plane into two maneuvers that sent it hurtling downward. The first sign of trouble was the disconnection of the autopilot and the triggering of contradictory warnings. Suddenly, the nose tilted toward the ground. Passengers and crew were hurtled against the ceiling before falling as the pilots regained control. The plane plunged again under the autopilot's control. Many passengers suffered broken bones, concussions, and psychological harm. Returning to Australia, the pilots managed to land the plane successfully. This was a one-off event. The ability to override the autopilot saved the lives of everyone on board. There have been cases, though, such as when a mentally disturbed co-pilot crashed his plane in France, killing all 150 people aboard, that an all-powerful autopilot might have been able to save the day. 1. Wikibot feuds. One of the best things about Wikipedia is that anyone can edit it. One of the worst things about Wikipedia is that anyone can edit it. While it's not uncommon for rival experts or just disagreeing parties to engage in editing wars to get their opinion online, there have been cases in which one engaged in the fight have been bots. Wikipedia bots have helped to shape the encyclopedia by making changes such as linking between pages and fixing breaks. A study in 2017 revealed that some of these bots have been fighting each other for years. A bot that works to stop spurious editing might detect the work of another bot as an attack on the integrity of Wikipedia. It would fix it, but then the other bot would detect that change and redo its action. Eventually, they would fall into a spiral of edit and counter-edit. Two bots, XQBot and DarknessBot, fought a duel across 3,600 articles, making thousands of edits which the other would try to counter by editing the other's edits. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so you can catch my next video.